YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. At the time of making this video, we're literally on the lead up towards the Easter holidays, and I'm just adding cream onto my hands because my skin's all bone dry. But yes, I've got one Easter product to do, of course, and I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I might take a look at in this video. And let's just hope, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the webcam as always. And yes, after a very nice sunny day, it looks like the weather has decided to turn a bit dull. Let's just hope it doesn't rain as I'm making this video. And hopefully I won't get any signs of toilet breaks this time though, like I did in the other video, because, well, that was pretty much a bit long though. But yes, we've got some special items here as well. Yes, of course, yes, I don't know how many toy reviews I've got so far in April. I've only got about just one. I think I've got one, because I didn't do a toy review on Monday, as I was busy doing water themed toys. Not only that, but I was also heavily concentrating on the theme of Asia. Okay, but yes, let me just have a look at what we've got. I think the first two we're going to take a look at is basically those little Origami penguin clipboard themed toys. I just moved the box with a ton of batteries in there, of course. Of course, we've got two of those Origami penguin clipboard toys. This one is, of course, a dragon boat rowing ninja penguin trio 12-pack, £12.99 or £13. Where have I ever seen this idea before, though? I mean, there's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. I mean, overall, it looks quite a very nice looking product, though. But haven't we seen this before, though, in previous products before? I think we have, and yes, of course, maybe not though, for the ninjas, but let's just go ahead and unpack this. That's quite weird. Of course, there's a bit of Chinese influence as well, because, you know, we've got the dragon boat, which obviously looks like that, and yes, we've also got the dragon head as well. If I attach that, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? You know, overall, I've seen toys like this before, but yes, it's got some very nice. Someone knows they're Chinese if they can read it to me, though. I'm assuming it's Chinese. I suppose, you know, whenever I look at this writing here, and also on the other side there, I suppose the picture tells 1,000 words as I'm making this video. Cool looking head. And we go into the ninjas. Okay, without sounding like a very weird, daft guy though, as I'm making this video though, of course, yes, we've got 3 ninjas in 3 different colours. Of course, they're penguin based. We've got a blue one, okay, and we've also got a couple of other colours. We've got a green one and a red one, so I'll just put the green one right over there. I don't know how much space it can take though to pretty much, you know, fit in all of those, you know, I'll just say ninja penguins. And we've also got the red ones, and I've actually got a very weird question on my head though, stating that, do you think ninjas are a Chinese thing or a Japanese thing? Well, personally, I see it as more of a Japanese thing. Well, obviously, that's pretty much how I often see it though. Well, I believe people would agree with me that ninjas are more of a Japanese entity than a Chinese entity. In a sense that, you know, that's what I'm thinking of. It looks quite cool. Suppose it might mean, how do you say it though? Seafaring Sino Ninja, Seafaring Sino Dragon Ninjas, which is quite a very weird looking name. We've also got this flag here. Someone knows they're Chinese, is it? I don't know what I'm looking at. Is that Chinese or Japanese? Look at the writing on the flag. Someone out there would know. But what's also quite a bit, you know, annoying for me are those bloody oars. And I mean, why do we have to pretty much introduce another boat product with those bloody oars? And I mean, they are just so annoying though. They just keep on coming off. And the other thing is, I don't know about you, but I'm about to feel like I'm totally ripped off by those oars. And I mean, why do I have to make another product with those bloody oars again? It's just completely and utterly hopeless. Like, I mean, why would I start to make another product which has freaking, you know, oars in it? I mean, why? Why do I have to go ahead and make boat products that have oars in it? Which, you know, it is something though. But I'm not going to pretty much do the oars because I've felt these before and they're doing my head in though. But, you know, I'm getting the picture of it. But let's just move on. Oh well, at least it was quite a great start. But nevertheless, I do like the dragon boat concept. I mean, it's just the oars that are just doing my head in there because, well, you know, whenever I think of the oars, I just don't think I've got time. Okay, I think that's about it with this product though, because I've felt products like this before, and I have similar items like this, of course, which look like that. Okay. All right. With that Christmas penguin now, it looks like it's got his. It looks like I've just pretty much injured his arm there. Well, not really though, but let's just go ahead and take a look at it. Next, another Origami penguin cupboard themed toy in the theme of Asia, and yes, it's an Asian female fishing penguin trio at Koi Pond Fields 12-pack. It costs about £11.50. Do you think is it quite bland for such a product, you know, design? Well, to me it's not really that much of a bland looking design because, well, it looks quite nice to me. But yeah, so we've got some Asian villagers, probably Chinese or Japanese, I don't know. We'll just get these guys, or should I say girls out. Probably the only guys I can see is probably the fish. Don't ask me why, but they don't look pretty feminine to me. All I see them is a bit masculine. And yeah, so it looks quite nice. We've got different colours. This one's the Japanese red and white koi, as you can see. There you go. It looks pretty nice. And then we've also got this here, of course. I think in this toy review, I'm only going to be doing toy reviews that relate to Flip Flap. But I might take a look at another product though in another video if I've got some time. Which isn't Flip Flap license day, but hopefully I might put them up in a separate video because one, there's time constraints, and two, I can't pretty much, you know, make videos longer these days because, well, the YouTube attention span data is just chronically low, and it's just way too stupid, and it's just stupidly low. But anyways, the fishies can go in these baskets, which are actually boxes. They're little origami box units, because that's what these girls have been up to, fishing out for fish with fishing baskets that they like to fish for and catch them into the baskets and then carry them and then kill them for food. That's pretty much the way of life from how penguins operate, you know. Of course, yes, you get a red one. It looks like it's about to topple over. And it looks like that's quite weird. Maybe you can play a bit of dominoes with that penguin there, right? And there's also a yellow one here as well. That looks quite cool. Apart from the missing yellow detailing, which isn't, you know, that great there, but I can do this. That's a bit better. But yes, it looks quite beautiful. I mean, whenever I look at those penguins, they just look quite nice in the way they're just being, you know, detailed. Of course, they look fairly nice. I mean, you just can't go wrong with them. It's the way they're pretty much detailed. And if I show you the pink penguin, and if I fit this in, oh yeah, ba-ba-bum. Yes, it looks fairly nice, and it does fit fairly well, eh? I mean, look at the colours. Overall, it just looks not just girly, but also quite awe-inspiring. Fancy that. I mean, it's not as bland as I can think of, but it looks like those penguins are pretty much having a very good time fishing out those fish for a bit of their meal. Well, anyways, let me just put them back to where they belong. I got a funny feeling it's only those 4 Asian themed, or actually 3 Asian themed toys. And of course, yes, I might bring in another product that I've already reviewed. And let's move on to something that we just can't drag on for, no pun intended, because overall we're going to grab out one of these toy Chinese dragons I've just made before though. Do you remember this one here? Which is pretty much a toy Chinese dragon though, which was all completely and utterly yellow, which had a blue on the side, which had like blue whiskers at the front, and has what it looks like to be a very strange looking crest at the top of its head, and also ears. Well, guess what? There's a bit of a shocker here coming up here, eh? Looks like an electric looking dragon to me. Guess what? There's actually another one, same design on the head, but looking a bit more different. Oh yes! Okay, so what you actually notice is that this dragon here is totally and utterly different. This one is completely and utterly different, of course, because you know why? it looks like this one's got like green antlers. But yes, look at the overall design of this dragon. It's not just yellow, but it's also just green and yellow. What a very cool looking colour combination. And in fact, this dragon here seems to look like that this one's actually got a much more different design. And if I put it next to this shorter dragon over there, I mean, look at the design of the heads. They look quite similar, don't they? But if you look at it this way, it looks a tad different in a sense in the way it's been designed. Okay, so there's a bit of a major design change going on with this dragon. It looks totally amazing, and I mean, I just can't go wrong with it. The cheeks are in a different shade of red, maybe scarlet orange, I don't know. Of course, the eyes are in a bit of a greenish orange kind of change, as you can see. And also the rest of this whole dragon looks completely and utterly different. And I mean, if you look at it this way, look at the actual detailing of this. Oh my goodness me, the toy dragon looks pretty much different. Of course, it's got a very different looking tail compared to this one here. This one's a bit more simplistic in design. This one here has actually got a lot much more complexity and folds like that. So that looks quite nice. And yes, the combination of green and yellow makes it very, very unique. Overall, it kind of looks like a Brazilian Chinese dragon to me. But going by the colours though, it's pretty much nice I have to say. It's quite a nice looking dragon. It's got like an orange nose at the front. And actually, if I compare this dragon versus the other one, you can start to see a very interesting but also major difference of what you can see from this dragon versus the other one. And you can see that the head is probably, I think it's a little bit more, it's a little bit longer than the new one. But what you've actually noticed is that this dragon doesn't have any ears, but instead has antlers. So that does look quite a bit funky though. And the dragon sticks, well, it looks like they're a bit messy. They're kind of a lot more messier than the other one, but nevertheless it is quite nice. Of course, it's got a bit of a big bold smile rather than teeth at the front. It would have pretty much been intimidating if it had some front teeth, of course. But there you go. Hey, it looks pretty nice for such a dragon toy. I'll put them on away. And he's just went straight towards where the trains are, and there you go. It's gone. But we've just got one last product I'm actually going to show you, hey? Remember Easter 2022 that was thought to be neglected? Well, no. No, you're wrong. I know you might be thinking Easter 2022 would be an absolute flaw, but there you go. Easter 2022 has finally decided to fix itself. Okay, we've got an Easter Bunny Rabbit, and what do we know about this Easter Bunny Rabbit? It's basically a card, and if I open it like that, look at that. It's basically an Easter card in the shape of an Easter Bunny Rabbit. How could you never be impressed about this one here? Of course you can write Happy Easter. Of course that's quite a nice looking quote of Happy Easter. I'm as funny as the Easter Bunny. Well, the truth is, unfortunately I have to say this, but the Easter Bunny is pretty much an absolute abomination. Like a really scary abomination, if you know what I mean. Of course, there's the two Love Fun and Love Ratings. And there you go, there's the back of it as well. That's very strange. I didn't realise this event can run from the 14th of March to the 17th of April 2022. I didn't know there was a running time about that one, eh? Of course, it's got one of those damn logos that can confuse us a lot, though, because why would I ever think about these colours, though? Because, you know, that's pretty much a very spring-looking colour, though, to me. But there you go, there's a bit of licensing info as well. But I can't see a year date. Of course, it does say 2022, apart from the fact it says Easter 2022, and the fact that this event runs in 2022. And yes, it is quite a very unique looking design, so yes, that's pretty much about it. Of course, yes, this bunny rabbit does look like a club penguin puffball, but it looks a bit though, in that face. Yeah, that looks actually quite nice though, really, so yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, yes, finally, you just had the chance to hop on, really, though, eh? So, I think that's about it. It's about the rest of this whole toy review on YouTube. And of course, yes, I've got a very different toy trainer, Trackmaster Luke, from Thomas and Friends. But anyways, if you really have enjoyed this toy review so far, please give this video a like, subscribe for more flip-up toy reviews in the future. And the times I'm actually going to be changing now are of course very different though, because hopefully from about how would you say, about 3, 4 or 5 o'clock, how would you say, in the afternoon, maybe 10, 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning / noon. And if I was going to be doing toy reviews at night time, I'll be doing it again from at least around 10 PM or 11 PM. That's pretty much my choice. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Apologies that I didn't do any toy reviews so far on Monday. But yet again, as always, thanks so much for watching again, and bye for now.